Hi, hi, storytelling Ron here, and I want to talk to you about how I, or one way that I create stories in for Dungeons and Dragons, create plot lines or the next adventure. And what I do is I draw out. To me, maps are really important, and I love doing maps. And I doodle out my own maps, and it's a really good way to go into your little Zen mode, into your story mode. So I do this, and sometimes I'll have like an actual D&D play or music ambiance going while I'm doodling, and I start to figure out my story. And the best way for me is to doodle out your map or your area, and just start. It just starts coming to you like ideas for what you want to do. So I just want to give you a quick today what I did, and I'm kind of happy about it because I hadn't yet. I was kind of like not sure which direction, or how I wanted to do it. My daughter, I do like family kind of off and on. I have like a regular group that I do, but I also do my family, and I do kind of whenever it's really like the best to me. The best family nights is doing Dungeons and Dragons with my family, or with my daughters, or with my. I even have D&D date night with my wife. That's right. It's sort of like a Game of Thrones intense. Um, we've only had a couple sessions, but and I don't push them. I want to do them just kind of off and on whenever. Drink a lot of wine, and it's really really wonderful. But um, but most of the D&D nights are with the family, with the wife, the two daughters, or with one daughter. I do kind of a regular thing with, you know, and it's a lot of fun. But anyway, I just want to show you that. So she's an elf, and they've got a little tower here. Then she's building up. There's a whole horrible, you know, evil coming down from the north. They got this tower. She went to this village of humans, Pescafure, like fish fortress. Did a cool adventure there, and so I'm trying. And then she went back to talk to the elf lords, and she became a noble now, and because of her successes, she has an elf druid, and she plays an elf warrior who was the mom's character, but she doesn't get to play as much, so we just decided to have she plays both of them, and I kind of fill in as well, and then or the other sister will play too. So it's kind of off and on, but it's sort of irregular, but it's fun. But anyway, so so I'll just focus on the one daughter who plays the most. Anyway, so I was, at this point, she's done quite a bit, and it's getting more epic, right? Sixth, seventh level now. So I'm really having to switch gears into which direction does she want to go, which direction, what kind of, I need to now really start. I mean, she's just defeating everything. She defeated like 20 orcs and ogres, and, and retook this tower. And it was she just defeated them all with her characters and her magic and stuff. So I need to start adding levels of spells and stuff to, to start countering her, which I did last night. Did a little adventure, and that was fun, and I started adding stuff. But I mean, I've had other casting stuff, but now I gotta like ante up a little more. Anyway, the direction. So she's got the dwarves to deal with over here. See, and that's the great thing about maps. You got the dwarves here. They got evil witches with evil seeds mutating and corrupting the land over here. She wants to get an alliance with the dwarves. She wants to get an alliance with the men over here. This here, there's here at Uruk, I drew this out, is a little orc or big orc fortress. They're creating strong orcs and creating an army here for the evil forces that are coming down, so that the dwarves will get surrounded. Because the dwarves used to own this land. There was an ancient war, the good won, but at great cost, and so the elves have gone back to their forest, and the dwarves have receded into the gray hills, and the humans have kind of receded back this way, so that she's trying to figure out an alliance, and the wood elves are trying to expand and realize how difficult it is. They don't have that many. Like, she only has, of this region she has to cover, she only has like 20 elves, 12 or 8 here, and she's getting 12 set up here now, and for defenses, because the evil is coming, man. It's coming, and she's trying to get an alliance with them. And here at this castle is really cool. Is she doesn't know this. She better not be watching this. There's a silver dragon, which is a young wizard who's trying to actually help out. And he's the mysterious wizard, but he's very kind and goofy. But he's actually a silver dragon. But they've seen him around flying, but they don't know that it's the wizard. Anyway, so she decides now. So her next, after she's become a noble and she's got this set up, and she's now called their characters are called Ladies of the Lake, because they're the lords, regents of this area. She's coming down. She already went to Felhamlin, and it's a destroyed village, and she cleared that out of orcs, and a young dragon killed the young dragon. But there's a young adult dragon that is over here that she fought, and it got away. And I decided now, okay, so here's what I do. So here, I'm getting to the point now. I didn't know what to do next. She's going to go to Fel Tour next and then go to the humans. So this morning, I decided, let me doodle out Fel Tour. So I just copied this, okay, there, this is basically the ratio of my widescreen TV that I use on the table. So I copied that, and then I made, let me show this, right? So this is basically, if I put this on, wow. Hopefully you can still hear me. If I put this on my TV, this would fit the full screen. And, damn it. Wow. It's construction next door. I mean, that's like, I guess I'll finish this later. So annoying. Let's just go for it. It's going off and on with that thing. Compressor, and I just want to kind of get this out. Okay, so this is the copy of the what I drew in the map. So what I did is, and I didn't know exactly what I was going to have for this next thing she's doing. She's going to Fel Tour next, the next adventure. And so what am I going to do? Okay. So I doodled this out. I just doodled out, okay, here's a tower, and this is going to be kind of like a battle map. She's going to, I'm going to use my little minis, and so this is a tower. I just doodled this out. Okay, some kind of keep in the back, some kind of other keep, maybe a little well here. Then I drew out this tower here. If you can see I don't know if you can see my little thing here. Tower, sorry, keep, another little space. I'm just doodling. And I was listening to some role play or actual play D&D thing on YouTube. But I'm just doodling. And this is at the top of a mountain or hill or whatever, very steep. And this is a walkway. So once I got this doodle down, and then I put it down to like 70%, so it's a little lighter. And then I draw it out. Okay, so you can see how I drew it out. And I just kind of go in your Zen mode and draw out nice and inkly. I put a layer on top here and draw using ink. And I think I started literally like right here, or this tower, and just started doing the rocks. And this is the walkway, the gate. And as I'm drawing, that's when you start coming with your story. And I really like it. And I remember I have elements of this map. I know the different forces that are going on. The orcs over here, the destroyed village over here, the dwarves. So they have ruins everywhere, which this is I think either a human or a dwarven ruin. There was a dragon that fled from their fight here. They got away. So those are all in my mind. And the humans are down here. There's giants here. So as I'm drawing this, I'm thinking, why is this here? Like, who would want to be here? It's in ruins. It's at the top of a mountain or hill. What's the purpose of it here? Well, the purpose now is that it was once a watchtower, right? To watch the lands. Human watchtower, garrison that watched the lands around it. And it was very easy to see. Okay, so, well, why would someone want to take it now? Well, the evil would want to take it now. They want to take it and be able to... The orcs are right here, so they're going to take it and be able to look at both sides and see what they're going to do. That makes sense. The dragon that fled from here, they got away, went to Uruk because it was a young dragon, got defeated by this town and by the characters. So I'm thinking, oh, you know what? The dragon decides to go here with the orders of the Uruk and bring some orcs and take this place. That's pretty cool. Then I'm gonna have a dungeon below, so that she could if she wants to do a dungeon adventure, like a small one. But there's a dry well here and a stairway down underneath this ruins, and then this is a major keep. But it's basically just one ruin. But I'm thinking, why would the dragon be here? Why would the orcs be here? They're not. Are they smithing? Are they mining? Well, they can't be mining up at the top. It's not worth it. Orcs don't. In my world, orcs don't work. They just guard. They enslave. So, and they're bred. They're not tribal. I don't consider orcs to be tribal. I'm like more of the Two Towers orcs, Lord of the Rings, where they're bred for war, bred for killing. They don't actually do anything. That's kind of my style for orcs. To me, they were meant. Tolkien designed them for evil, and they're evil, and they're whatever, soldiers. So what are they doing here? As I was drawing, I'm thinking about it. The dragon's probably staying in here, chilling. I was thinking the orcs would be here in these little coverings, because this is all in ruins. And I'm thinking, well, there's something haunted or evil underneath that they haven't dealt with yet, and they're maybe just covering it up, which I think I might draw that. It'd be kind of cool. Or this could be a murky water, and once in a while, down below, like something tentacle. Ooh, see, I'm thinking right now will come up. So there's something evil down here that the orcs don't like, but whatever, they don't care. They still are gonna take over this top part. Why are they here? Well, they're using it as a lookout post. Yeah, they're not gonna, no mining, no. I was thinking smithing, like doing, but why would they do that here? It's too high. It's too far from, and I have other places where they can do that. This is a lookout post. That's what it's for. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna do that. It's pretty simple, but that's what it's for. But we got to add something to it, right? Got to add motivation, something. I'm thinking because of the village was destroyed, the fishing village, and they already defeated it or took out the baddies. I'm thinking, wait a minute, they probably took the people and enslaved them and brought them up to Feltor. And also they're going to be, I think I'm going to have her encounter maybe some slaves with orcs going up to Feltor with like supplies of wood or food or something, that they've scavenged and collected in the forest or whatever, and they're going to catch them and learn more about Feltor, and then they know to go attack. So I'm going to definitely do that. So now I'm getting, oh yeah. So then I decided these are going to be cages for the humans, the surviving humans, and the orcs are going to reside in here, and well, in the towers, I would think. This is maybe a little scary for them, because of the evil underneath. And the dragon's here, and the dragon's basically waiting for us to get them to get more stronger so that they can then take out the dungeon below, but they haven't done it. So there it is. There's my story. It's going to be a good one because there's going to be an emotional impact with the slave freeing of the prisoners, and the prisoners are there to rebuild the walls, and so maybe they're coming up with more stone or limestone or something that they need, or tools or whatever. And the orcs, I'm gonna have orcs, maybe a couple ogres, maybe a couple bugbears, probably just orcs and ogres though. It's like I'll probably have a sorcerer type or some sort of definitely a spellcasting type of orc, a shaman, and the red dragon. It's gonna be tough. Now if they're in trouble, the silver dragon will come to help them, so that'll be like it's always good to have like a cavalry type of thing, an NPC lord or mysterious person that can come in and really help them. So that's what I'm pretty excited about that. That's how one way that I create a story, using, and maps to me are really helpful. You create a little world, and remember, this is not the whole world. This is just a little section, and I just slowly, it's really like I doodle, and I really like to have every area have a concept. I like to draw little forts or caves or, little ruins or different kinds of formations. You really should look, on Google and just do landscapes or, find, or when I drive around, I look at the landscapes, at the rocks and the weirdness and how things change dramatically quickly and can be pretty interesting, So, and she's going to go to Norflud as well pretty soon. But anyway, this is her next adventures, Felhamlin to Feltor. So that's going to be cool. Anyway, so I just wanted to, while I was doing it, I realized I should really explain. And this is a perfect map. I'm going to add a little more. Oh, let me hide the. I did a little coloring here. There. Okay. So I did little shades there. And this is on Photoshop, obviously. You can use GIMP. GIMP, I use Photoshop. I really like Photoshop just better. I just like the, I use a Wacom. I just like the brush feel of Photoshop better than I did. I try to use GIMP. GIMP works in every way though. If you're just doing doodling like this, it works totally fine. It has layers and blah blah blah. And then the grid. This is the size of this is matches my widescreen TV, which is around 40 inches by 23. I got it at Walmart or Kmart for like $200. So I'm using it. It's awesome. It's cheaper than printing out battle maps, man. Battle map took it's just $200, and then now I just do this. But you can use GIMP. GIMP is a free drawing software, and it has most of the same features as Photoshop. I just don't, anyway. But I use a lot of other things with Photoshop too, or Adobe. But it's expensive. I'm kind of annoyed by the price of it for the average user. But anyway, so yeah. I have the and I also have this grid out, and the grid is using the extras, so I can hide it. But what I find too is I don't really need the grid. I find that we just use inches, and it works just fine. If it's 5 inches away, that's 30 feet. Oh, 25 feet. You know, it's very simple to just measure out inches and visually, you know, even on widescreen TV, if I zoom this in or fit it on the TV, we kind of know what an inch is with the minis, you know? So it's not a big deal. I mean, whether you have the grid or not, to me, you just, you know, that's about 5 feet, you know, or 10 feet. That's about 10 feet. So I just go 10, 20, that's about, you know, that's fine. That's close. That's, you know what I mean? It's not a big deal. You know, if you don't like the grids, you can just take them out. And just so you know about the grids, it's under preferences. Is it here? Yeah. So under grid here, I have grid line, you know, 1 for every inch, subdivision 1, which is just the 1. Yeah. And I know that this is 40 by 23, so it'll fit exactly on my monitor. And so each will be an inch, exactly as the 40 inches. But anyway, yeah, so that's it. Just wanted to help you guys out, you DMs, especially new DMs, if you're wondering how you could create your own little world, your own little land, you know, with your, you know, and you really think about too, I want dwarves in there, I want elves in there, I want humans in there, I want whatever other races you want in there, I want orcs in there, and there's more here. Like up here, there's even further. I have, you know, where the real evil's coming down. But I like to just make, oh, here's a dwarven, like I haven't detailed all this out yet, but here's a dwarven fortress up on there, blah blah blah. This is like a dammed area, so there's water and there's caves here. I haven't yet decided what is doing the dam, but something crazy is. And the doors are very frustrated. They're hiding away. Anyway, okay, that's it. I just wanted to tell you it's fun. I love doing this stuff and creating little maps. And just wanted to show you. Oh my God. Construction. They've been doing it for 7 months now. It's really, I should tell them no more power tools. No more power tools, man. But anyway. All right. Hope this helped you out. Yeah, that's it.